Welcome back to EBC Business Week. I'm Nigel Phillips. In July, Tata Motors of India introduced Indian consumers to the Nano, the world's smallest and cheapest car. A vehicle which may very well change the way India and the world think about motoring. And joining me now to talk more about this is Tata Motors representative Meera Gupta. Thanks for joining us, Meera.
Thanks, Nigel, for having me on the show today.
So tell me, what does Tata have in store for us next? I understand that there's a new enhancement for the Nano about to be released, a new upgrade.
That is correct. We are very excited here at Tata Motors to be releasing a new product within a month. This product is made of an advanced polymer. It's an advanced polymer construct that will release India into the new decade that is approaching us very quickly.
Excellent. And are we talking about a way to rectify the fact that the economy class Nano, as we know, does not have a radio?
You are absolutely correct, Nigel. This product is making up for the changes that India has to go through for being a country that is not a Western country. When we initially designed the Tata Nano, we made it economical for the average Indian family. And with that in mind, we weren't able to include the option of having music in the vehicle itself. So now, as India prospers, Tata Motors is able to give India what it really wants, and that is some music.
This new device, are we talking about something to provide Wi-Fi capability to the Nano?
You could call it Wi-Fi, but in actuality, I think it's more of a hybrid between Wi-Fi and an iPod. This device will allow the entire Indian family to come together to enjoy music. And not only does it allow for Indians to be Indian, it also allows perhaps a pushback on the Western culture that has encroached on us, which does provide many opportunities. For example, it provides Indians with cars, it provides me with a job, but it also provides for a lot of increased blood pressure, a lot of stress with mental health. So we are able to return to a peace of mind with this opportunity, with this new product that we're releasing.
I understand you have a sample that we can take a look at for our viewing audience.
That is correct. Here is our new device that we are so excited and proud of to release in 1 month. But the word release is a little nebulous. In all actuality, you can order it right now online. We deliver anywhere in the world. And some specific retail shops are selling it as of right now.
That looks like a very small transmitter, Meera. It almost looks like a small plastic hook.
Well, you could say that it's a plastic hook. In some ways, it is a plastic hook. But in today's world of hybridity, it is not simply a plastic hook. It is also a device that lets the average Indian transmit their culture into their car to their family. With this device, you can add not just a radio to the hook, you can also add a CD player, a radio and cassette player, and a DVD player. And did I already say you can add your iPod for the young ones that are so up on their times?
Tell me, where is this to be placed in the Nano?
This itself can be placed anywhere that you really like, but it can be placed in the front view mirror or in the rear view mirror. That's what it's designed for. But as you know, people are free to do what they like with this device, and they can add it to other cars, not just the Tata Nano, but this is designed specifically for the Tata Nano.
Now, this is just a little bit of concern, I must say. The fact that I'm having this hook hanging from the rearview mirror and hanging from that somewhat large boom box or CD player or cassette player or what have you, could that not be detrimental and possibly impair the driver's vision and and overall result in an unsafe driving environment, not only for the Nano, but for other people on the road?
We here at Tata Motors have thought about that question. Safety is absolutely number one here at our corporation. And you have, in that question, a very good point. But I think you also have a very Western influence point with that. Perhaps if you owned a car wherever you're from in the Western world, you would have one driver to that car, and that driver would be responsible for the safety of the passengers within that car. But here in India, you will have perhaps one driver, and let's take, for example, one typical Indian family. You'll have a father, the driver, and you can have the mother and perhaps 3 or 2 children, and then the grandparents. And within this driving experience, it's very hard to say that there is one driver. We're very egalitarian, we try to be very equal within this country here. So even before the driver thinks that he is a driver, actually what you would consider the passenger drivers, they're all driving the vehicle within India. They're all giving their opinions. If you've been in an Indian car, you realize that each person is giving you 5 opinions about what they are seeing and what they think and how they think you are driving, perhaps. So even with one driver not being able to see, it doesn't matter because you have about 4 other drivers with 5 opinions, and 4 times 5 gives you already 20 drivers within one car. Have you driven within India before?
No, I have not, Meera.
Yes. You might enjoy it. You could try take a test drive of the Tata Nano.
Ha ha ha! So, tell me where music figures into the equation. What would happen in a Tata Nano bereft of music?
A Tata Nano bereft of music. Well, that is the experience that people have today. A Tata Nano bereft of music is in a way a car that is bereft of being India itself. Music, as perhaps you've seen in India today, is such a huge part of how we live. It's in the weddings, it's in the streets, in every other coffee shop, and of course it's in our Bollywood and many other types of films within South Asia and India.
And how much can we expect this item to retail for?
This item is very cost effective for the average Indian family. It is 150 rupees. Abroad, if you do order it from abroad, we do add on postage, and it is a little different for non-Indians abroad. But that's all on our webpage.
Thank you so much for joining us, Meera.
Thank you, Nigel.